On June 12th, 2026, Anthropic's newest models just stopped working. Not a bug, not a bad update. The US government told them to shut it off. Claude Fable 5 and Mythos 5 had launched 3 days earlier, on June 9th, positioned as some of the most capable models Anthropic had shipped. Then a Commerce Department export control order landed, and Anthropic had to disable both models for customers worldwide, not just in restricted countries. Everyone, everywhere, lost access at once. It stayed off for 19 days. If you're building a workflow, a business, or a daily habit around a specific AI model, really sit with that number for a second. 19 days. No grace period, no gradual rollout, just gone, then back. And almost nobody covered it. Today, let's talk about the one variable everyone ignores when picking an AI tool. Not how smart it is, not how cheap it is, whether you're actually allowed to keep using it tomorrow. Here's exactly what happened. No speculation, just the facts. June 9th, Claude Fable 5 and Mythos 5 launch. Fable 5 is the public-facing version. Mythos 5 is the same underlying model with extra safety layers around biology, cybersecurity, and AI research capabilities. June 12th, the US Department of Commerce issues a formal export control order. Anthropic's own statement is blunt about it. The order forced them to, quote, abruptly disable Fable 5 and Mythos 5 for all customers to ensure compliance, end quote. The stated concern, according to reporting from Reuters and Al Jazeera, Mythos-class models could meaningfully accelerate sophisticated cyber attacks, especially against sectors like banking, which run on old, deeply interconnected infrastructure that is hard to patch quickly. June 30th, the Commerce Department lifts the controls. July 1st, Anthropic restores access to both models. 19 days, zero advance notice, and it happened to a model that had been publicly available for less than a single week before it vanished. Here's the part that should actually worry you. This wasn't a fluke, it's a pattern, and it's accelerating fast. DeepSeek. Italy blocked it within 30 days of launch over data privacy concerns. Germany followed with its own removal order. NASA banned employees from using it entirely, citing foreign data access risks. The US Navy told service members not to download, install, or use it in any form. China has never allowed ChatGPT to operate within its borders at all. Brazil suspended Meta's AI data processing back in 2024 over privacy law violations that were never fully resolved. And underneath all of it, the US has been tightening export controls on the chips that power all of this since 2022, restrictions that got stricter in May, closing loopholes companies used. The pattern is simple. Governments have realized AI access is a lever, not just for the country building the model, but for anyone else who wants control over who uses it. Okay, so why does this matter if you're not running a bank and you're not worried about export restrictions? Because most of us have quietly made a bet without realizing it, that the model we build our workflow around today will be the model we can still use tomorrow. We optimize entirely for capability and price, and almost never ask how durable this access actually is. Think about what 19 days of downtime would actually cost you. Not the company itself, you. If you'd built client work, a content pipeline, internal docs, or an entire process around one specific model, and it just vanished for 3 weeks, what's your actual exposure? This isn't a reason to panic or stop using frontier AI altogether. Treat vendor and model dependency the way you'd treat any single point of failure. Know your fallback. Know which parts of your workflow are model agnostic and which ones genuinely aren't. That's just basic resilience planning, applied here. So here's the uncomfortable question worth sitting with. Every AI channel, including, honestly, this one, spends most of its time asking which model is smartest or which model is cheapest. Almost nobody asks, which model can I actually count on still being there in a month? Capability doesn't matter if access doesn't hold. And right now, access is being decided less by product teams chasing better benchmarks and more by export control offices weighing concerns most of us never see coming.
That's not a reason to be cynical about AI or to assume every model is about to vanish. It's a reason to stop treating best model as the only question worth asking and start asking, best model I can actually keep relying on. If this is the first time you're hearing about the Fable and Mythos suspension, that's kind of the point. Drop a comment. Has this changed how you think about which tools you build your work around?